Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the round one edition of the 2013-14 season. And first up, it's newly promoted Albert Park FC as Michael Lamb looks to get his side 3 points against Miguel Barrigos' Vic Vipers FC. Then the next game on the card sees Pasco Vale's new recruits Robert Armelini and Mateo Roca, formerly of Ashburton, take on their former side in the first game. Joaquin Jimenez will look to spoil their debut. And as a special treat for you viewers, we take a look at the women's inaugural FOS Cup final between the Vic Vipers and Melbourne Uni FC as match of the round. Then a pumped up Metropolitan FC will look to go one better after finishing runner-up last season as they take on Hume, who have been quite ambitious and recruited the Golden Boot of last season at Adam Savage. And in the last game of the night, Alejandro Granoller makes his debut for Fitzroy FC as they take on Ivan Silic's Micklin FC. Before we move on, ladies and gents, let's take a look at the awards from last season. We had a best and first and MVP winner in Ali Redzepovic and Fernando De Moraes take out the major awards. Adam Savage and Lorenzo De Paris took out the Golden Boot and Golden Glove respectively, while Paul Vidic took out the manager award for winning 3 titles in a row. The first game on the card saw newly promoted Albert Park FC go up against the Vic Vipers, who finished 7th last season, and the Vipers were keen to get their campaign off to a dream start. Miguel Barrigos just being denied by the outstretched foot of Mo Kuzicu, but a counter-attack from Maxi Avram fed Barrigos yet again, and he was denied by Kuzicu for a second time. But there was no stopping Jason and Jonathan Barrientos from linking up and giving the Vipers the lead, Jason tapping in from the back post. Alessi Mutabazi skipped around captain Johnny Barrientos with ease as he toe-poked into the bottom corner past former Hume keeper Liam Digby. And the most influential man on the pitch for the Vipers, Miguel Barrigos, was involved in yet another attacking move for the Vipers, setting up Jason Barrientos for his second, gifting his side the lead 2-1 at half-time. The Vipers were out to give Albert Park a welcoming into the V-League that they wouldn't forget. Jason Barrientos was enjoying his outing against the former State League side with his third, but captain Jose Vasquez got Albert Park back into the game at 3-2 with a delightful toe poke from a tight angle. Moments later, Albert Park were gifted a golden opportunity, but Hongui couldn't convert from close range and he missed over the bar, and Max Yavram certainly made him pay as he latched onto Johnny Barrientos' side ball and blasted into the roof of the net. Young Kevin Barrientos was next on the score sheet as he scored an absolute ripper, rebounding inside off the left post, making it 5-2. Albert Park reduced the deficit yet again, this time through solid defender Kang Pham. The game was all but over after Johnny Barrientos converted a penalty from a handball in the D, and Miguel Barrigos lofted over keeper Mo Kuzicu for the goal of the week.
I'm here with the magnificent one, Maxi Avram. Maxi, tough going in the first half. Took you a while to shrug off Albert Park, the State League champions. They really come at you hard, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They're a good, solid unit. That's not the first time they've actually been in the V-League. They've had a previous season before in the Championship, so good on them. They put up a pretty good fight against us, but we managed to hold them off in the end.
There was a little bit of spice added to the second clash of round one as Pasco Vale dipped into Ashburton's player pool in the transfer market yet again, first taking Lucas Krul and Lorenzo De Paris last season, and now getting their hands on Mateo Roca and Robbie Armelini in this window. Ashburton completely depleted. It was no wonder they fell behind to Lucas Krul's fantastic strike, and it was soon 2-0 as his Brazilian compatriot Joel Da Silva capped off his return from injury with not one but 2 clever, well-worked goals, and Pasco Vale was soon in a commanding 3-0 lead. Ashburton needed an answer quickly to get back into the game, but it seemed they were no match for the mighty Pasco Vale, having too many striking options, Sofian Sufi hitting the outside of the post. A delightful throw from Felipe Blake found the head of Robbie Armelini, and he got his Pasco Vale league debut off to the start he was after with a goal. Ashburton finally got into the game through Michael Cesarelli as he scored a brilliant individual goal, getting through the entire field as he finished from close range past Felipe Blake to register his side's first. Ashburton's new Italian recruit's work was all undone as Sofian Sufi found some space on that right sideline and finished underneath Macris for a 5-1 lead. It could have been a lot worse for Ashburton going into the break, but luckily for them, Andre Caro smashed against the left upright. Amidst all the hype of signing Rocca and Armelini, everyone forgot about the debut of Johnny Tabakowicz, and he also got his debut off to the start he was after with an impressive goal, and he soon doubled his tally after chesting in Sofian Sufi's deflected strike to make it 7-1. All Pascoe Vale were playing now for was the first position on the ladder, as goal difference was going to take an effect. Joaquin Jimenez was keen not to let the league giants have everything their own way, scoring a ripper goal past Felipe Blake. But that would be as good as it got for the Green Machine, Armelini getting his second goal of the game against his former side. And he set up Lucas Krul at the back post as Armelini's free kick found the feet of the Brazilian for his second of the game. And Krul capped off the 10-3 result with his hat-trick.
It's been long to talk about them. We talk a lot about them, and with me and Mateo, and it was hard to decide. But at the end, I don't know, we decided to do something for ourselves, because we're gonna stay here, I don't know for how long, so we won't try to win something. We're all friends, we're still gonna be friends, but we're trying just to win something for ourselves and move on. And you know, tournament and everything, with Ashburn it couldn't be possible, so we tried to move on.
What a cracker of a goal. Reads the play, keeps the ball in down the line, cuts inside, beats the player. Simsek Okel with a big save. Player Sonny Valaro completes his hat-trick. What a debut it's been. That's game over. Dahani, lovely finish. Sam Dahani cracks one back for Moreland. Great save by Lorenzo De Paris again. That's a fine bit of play.
Hi, I'm Alicia. You're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome back to the Football Town Show, ladies and gentlemen. We now join our commentator Jimmy Soufis for the inaugural Women's FOS Cup Final. So sit back and enjoy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Women's FOS Cup Final, the inaugural Women's FOS Cup Final between Melbourne Uni and the Vic Vipers. We'll take a look at the lineups. Carl Mo has Land, Kim, Chi, Tran, Ribas, Marquez, Cook and Samet, while Kargas has Salama, Flores, Vine, Duffy, Smith, Benoit, Lavogna, De Mello and Jennabu. You see the two teams making their way out with the officials. Just go through their way to the cup final. Melbourne Uni began their quarter-final against Ashburton, easily overcoming them, and then a last-second penalty by Nikki Cook getting them through to the final, knocking out Richmond. While the Vic Vipers, they beat Hume convincingly in their first game, and their semi-final they knocked off champions Pascoe Vale. We'll have a look at the coin toss now. Captains Leticia Samet to your left, Vic Vipers captain Candace Salem on your right. We're almost ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. This one will be an absolute cracker. Spiro Kargas and Carl Mo just delivering their final messages. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've kicked off in the inaugural Women's FOS Cup Final. Who will be the first ever champion? Nikki Cook coming through and Marcelo Marquez almost opening the scoring as Cook took 3 Vipers away and Marquez missing the open goal uncharacteristically. Perhaps a few nerves creeping in there. Cook will be so dangerous, helping Marquez up front along with Samet in this game. Now Nikki Cook stepping up and Cook fires it in from a free kick. Not sure what keeper Salama was doing. She was nowhere near this ball. Nikki Cook rolling it along the floor and into the empty net, and it's 1-0 to Melbourne Uni. Well struck, but gee, Salama should be doing better there. Now it's Lavonia. And Samet still dribbling through. Lavonia couldn't clear. Leticia Samet fighting for the ball out wide, and she wins it. Now Ribas. Nikki Cook down the line, finding Marcela Marquez, and that time Salama was alert to the danger. Great passing from Melbourne Uni. Marquez beat De Mello easily, and Salama made a good save. Lavonia now. Michelle Duffy just crossing over to the Big Vipers. Ball comes out and Marquez, she'll play it wide now to Nikki Cook, and they're cutting him open again, and Marquez makes it 2-0. Marcela Marquez getting her first goal of the final, takes her to leading scorer in the comp. She puts it through the legs of Salama, and it's 2-0 as the Vic Vipers call a timeout just to try and steady the ship. Salama, long throw to the chest of Vine. She's not happy with the service. Nikki Cook Now sends a long ball, and Marquez, she dinks one over. Salama again with her head, and it's 3-0. And Marcela Marquez, she is almost the perfect forward. She can finish with both feet and her head. Unmarked. She lost Duffy, and Salama came out a little hesitantly, and it's 3-0 now, and the final could almost be over. Fine. Little nutmeg there through Ribas. And now it's Grace Kim who wind it up, saved this time by Salama. Big Vipers have only had that one chance through Kat Smith. Melbourne Uni have been right on top in this one. Dominating. Ribas. Cook. Now Marquez. One-on-one now with Flores, and beats Flores easily. Marcela Marquez. Luckily, there's a block put on there, but Marquez beating Jamie Flores too easily down the line. She's running rings around the Vipers defence at the moment as we head into half-time, ladies and gentlemen. You see both sides crossing over, a good crowd in for this one. Who will prevail? Melbourne Uni leading 3-0 at the half. What can Carl Moe say to fire up his troops, to keep holding on to this lead? Spiro Target animated as ever. We'll be back with the second half very shortly. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Smith with the early shot, forcing a second save now of the game out of land. Flores losing out here, and Marcela Marquez across, and Letizia Salmon makes it 4-0. Melbourne Uni tearing the Big Vipers apart. Brilliant futsal. Marquez winning the ball from Flores here, and she just cut it back for Samet. Smith couldn't do anything more than she did. And it's 4-0 now. If you have a look from another angle, Letizia Samet putting it into the empty net. Quite a Melbourne Uni strong crowd in for this one. Cook now bursting away as she looks to make it 5. Salama making a good save this time with her foot. Now Samet. Letizia Samet now down the line. Nikki Cook who drove it in. Grace Kim has a chance, and it's fallen back to her, and she puts it in again. 5-0, and everything going Melbourne Uni's way. Every loose ball falling to a lady in blue. And well, look at that. Salama unlucky. It just fell out. Nothing a Viper could do about it. It's just not their day. Cook's effort here, bobbling, trying to take control. Kim spinning, didn't know where the ball was until there. And it's now 5-0. Fine again, this one, it's cut out. And Letizia Samet, Salama losing out, and now she does well to recover. Her clearance falling straight to Marquez. And now Letizia Samet fighting with the ball with Duffy, and Marquez, she comes away with it and puts away her hat-trick. Marcela Marquez makes it 6-0. She definitely has been the most valuable player in this final. She's torn the Big Vipers apart in front of goal. And that's the bit of quality you need when it's in the finals. You need this kind of player who can just break the game open and score almost at will. 6-0 now, with time ticking over. Salama will send a long ball in towards Kat Smith. Oh, and with an acrobatic effort, Frances Land did not expect that. And look at this, what a save she pulls off. That's in for all money. She's been fantastic too, Frances Land, in this second half. Kat Smith played it through for Tina Benoit. And now it will fall to Letizia Samet. And Salama with a good save, but another poor turnover that time by Benoit. Samet coming in and drilling one towards the top corner. Only a minute and a half remaining. Jamie Flores now. Kat Smith rolling off Samet, and Smith still going. Blocked now on the line by Kasuma, I believe. And now it'll fall to Benoit, and it's 6-1. They pull one back to the Big Vipers. One back there by Kat Smith, and she hits it first time. She has got a sweet left-footed strike. Tina Benoit. Good work by Kat Smith, and a good strike too. Adds a little bit of respectability to the scoreline. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. A very good win from Melbourne Uni. They win the first ever FOS Cup. Congratulations to all the girls. They did it fantastically. Frances Land and Marcella Marquez, the stars of the show. But every lady in blue performed to their best and they come away with the honours. 6-1 winners in the end.
I'm here with one of the stars of the Women's V-League from Melbourne Uni, Marcella Marquez. What a great team performance by the girl. And personally yourself, you really shone in the final. You rose to the occasion.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. It was a fantastic game. I think I couldn't believe the intensity that we were playing and we were really on the final spirit and it was great.
Even from the start, you just jumped out of the blocks and there was no stopping. That was a comprehensive win. Did you expect it to be so easy? Because, you know, the way you were playing out, it was so easy.
I think it might look easy for you. It really wasn't that easy at the game. They're a really good team. They play really good football. And we really enjoy playing against each other because I think we both admire each other. So it was really good game.
Nikki Cook's been a big inclusion to the team in the second half of the season. Gee, she makes a big difference to the team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, look, we played outdoor and playing indoor together. It's just a matter of getting to know each other. And it took a while, but we got there.
You're missing your courageous team player today, Tiara. So she'll be back soon. How long are you going to miss her? Because she's a big part of your team, Tiara.
Absolutely. She doesn't only play, she just does all the management and a lot of stuff behind the scenes that no one really knows. And yeah, she's a very important player for us. Hopefully she'll be back soon, maybe in 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Marcella, well played to you in Melbourne Uni, and good luck for next season, Pepsi Women's V-League. I'm sure if you get this squad, I'm sure you can win that too.
Thanks, and congratulations to Vic Vipers on a great final.
Yes, they were great.
Cleared by Sharman Reserve. Really well done by Zurich. Lovely goal, not a yell. Absolute quality. Andrea Farina gives them a high five, says, that's a nice goal. Nice. Gets the Vipers on the board within a minute. Quick fire stuff. That's what the Vipers were lacking. Viter off his line, shutting that down. Nahani finishes it off. Classy finish.
Hi, I'm Anna, and you're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome back to the round one edition of the Football Town Show, ladies and gentlemen, where we wrap up the final two clashes of the night. The next game on the card was worthy of being a final in any cup competition, as title hopefuls Metropolitan FC took on Hume FC, and Dino Redzepovic, the captain of the Royal Blues, got his side off to a 1-0 lead with a delightful free kick past former keeper Ryan Timmins. Tomo Grigic was the next on the score sheet, soon making it 2-0, as Hume had all of a sudden looked like rabbits caught in headlights. Ali Redzepovic set up brother Dino, and that's the combination we were so used to seeing in the 2013 season. Timmins was having a day out to remember going 3-0 down to his former side, but nothing was going right for Hume. Nejdet Sahin hitting the top of the crossbar. And it soon went from bad to worse as Adam Alisevic gifted Metropolitan an own goal. It was not the debut that last season's Golden Boot was after. Moments later, after a Nejdet Sahin free kick, Adam Alisevic latched onto it and deflected the ball into the right goal this time to reduce his deficit to 4-1. It was almost 4-2 on the stroke of half-time, but Sahin was denied by the post yet again, and when gifted a 10-metre penalty, Michael Chamey stood firm to maintain his side's 3-goal lead. To kick off the second period, Ali Redzepovic inflicted more pain on Ryan Timmins as the ball just trickled over the line for Metropolitan's fifth. Jordan Michaelis blasted in past Michael Chamey at the other end to reduce the deficit to a further 3 goals yet again. Ernie Simsek hustled and bustled down the left sideline there to set up Tomo Grigic to complete his double. And the Royal Blues weren't done with wiping the floor with Hume just yet. Ernie Simsek unmarked at the back post. A defensive error from Hume allowed Metro to make it 7-2. Rezek Kukuluglu got forward to score a real captain's goal, registering his side's third. And when league debutant Shane Gill made a delightful run into the D to get Hume's fourth, that made for an interesting finish, but it was certainly too little too late. Gill capping his debut off with a double.
You've seen the Pascoval side out there tonight.
Yep.
It's just talent everywhere. Do you think the Metropolitan side has got what it takes to win it and take it off them?
I do. I mean, I think Metropolitan, I think we've got a great chance. But you know, every time I watch Pascoe Vale, watch them in the cup final, they were brilliant. I think they would have beaten any team in Australia in that game. Again, tonight they were fantastic. But we'll see when, us boys in Metro play them. It'll be a good game.
The fourth and final game on the round one card for 2013-14 season saw Fitzroy FC take on Mickleham FC, and it was Fitzroy who were the heavy favourites as they dipped into the transfer market, bringing in quality players. But there's no higher quality than last season's MVP Fernando De Moraes, as he got Fitzroy off to a 1-0 lead, and Alejandro Granollers, one of the two quality signings, the Argentinian, getting his league debut off to a great start also. Ben Montioni scored one of the goals of the week, dancing around a couple of players and including keeper Steve Carsvan for the 3-0 lead. Alejandro Granollers, who was confident after his first goal in the league, probably relaxed a little bit too much as his pass across goal fell to Vlado Zoric for Micklem's first, and a free kick from Aaron Mazinovic hit the bottom of the right post, and Jack Zillies had to save from close range from Iggy Filipovic. Another one of Fitzroy's quality signings, Jeremy Ortiz, the former USA Futsal international representative, got on the score sheet with Granollers, and the two new inclusions look to be of high quality. Vlado Zoric, as he did last season, managed to keep his side in the game yet again, as he made it 4-2. But Fitzroy were by no means done with Mickleham, wiping the floor with a slow and lethargic looking squad, captain Alistair Dunlop becoming the fifth individual goalscorer on the Fitzroy team sheet. The second half saw more good fortune for Fitzroy, Ben Montioni capping off his first half scoring with his second of the game. Vlado Zoric set up Dava Kosturic, and the ball just trickled through just over the line past keeper Jack Zillis, and Mickleham soon had their third, but they were still a long way behind. Captain Alistair Dunlop finishing off a delightful run down the right sideline to finish high above the net past Steve Carsvan. Jeremy Ortiz was the next on the score sheet as he also claimed a double. The USA international was heavily getting involved in all Fitzroy attacks, setting up Fernando De Moraes, Granollers and De Moraes, the South American duo, combined for Fitzroy's 10th, Fitzroy getting their season off to a great start.
You obviously played in America back in the States, futsal?
Yeah, I played with the U.S. national team back in 2011, 2012. Went to the Grand Prix in Brazil. Played all the top teams of the world, Holland, Iran, Brazil, all those good teams. And, I learned from the best, from Falcao in Brazil, one of the best players to ever play the game. I try to, emulate some of those guys and just bringing it to my game.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Round one done and dusted for the new 2013-14 season. Let's take a look at all the results that we witnessed tonight. The Vic Vipers were too good for newcomers Albert Park. Pascoval also too good for Ashburton, who will struggle this season if they don't recruit. Metropolitan just got over their title rivals Hume by 2 goals, and Fitzroy outclassed Mickleham with ease. Taking a look at the round one standings, it's no wonder that Pascoval is sitting on top after their massive 8-goal win. Fitzroy is second after their ambitious signings in Ortiz and Granollers. Vic Vipers enjoy a stint in the top 4, although it's only in the first round, and Metropolitan are in 4th position after their close win over Hume. And you could expect Mickleham and Ashburton to be rotating in the 7th and 8th positions if their fortunes don't change in the transfer market. Taking a look at the top goal scorers race, Jason Barrientos and Lucas Krull are tied at the top on 3, while Joel De Silva, Dino Radovic and Vlado Zoric are all equal on 2 goals apiece. Taking a look at next week's clashes, we have the Vic Vipers and Fitzroy kicking off proceedings, followed by Mickleham and Metro. Pascoval and Hume will be an absolute blockbuster, and Albert Park and Ashburton will be fighting to get out of the bottom 2 spots. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you for all the round 2 action next week.